Hi all, let's have the continuation of last class, that is ECG electrode configuration. That is a standard 12 lead ECG electrode configuration. Okay, so in last class we discussed what is bipolar ECG electrode configuration. That is, under that you will be having a lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. And now we will going to see unipolar electrode ECG configuration. So under this category you will be having two set of configuration. One is the limb lead electrode configuration, second one is pericardial leads electrode configuration. In limb lead electrode configuration, again you will be having sub classification, that is AVL, AVR and AVF. And pericardial lead configuration, here you will be using a 6 set of different electrodes at different position. Okay, so now we will see the first category, augmented unipolar limb electrodes. So in this, as we discussed already, what is the meaning of unipolar? Here the unipolar, in the sense, here you will be using a single electrode as an active electrode and another electrode will be act as a reference electrode. So this type of electrode configuration was introduced by scientists called Wilson. The reason why they have found out this particular technique or methodology to measure ECG in the sense, in other case, that is, if you take in bipolar technique, lead 1, lead 2, lead 3, you can see only the major variation in ECG voltage. Whereas if you want to focus on very particularly a small changes, a small variation or small increase in ECG voltage, then we have to use this particular technique, that is unipolar limb electrodes, augmented unipolar limb electrodes. So that is the reason the unique features it's been involved in measuring ECG, especially by means of augmented unipolar limb electrodes. So again you have three sub classification, that is AVL, AVR and AVF. So this classification is based on where you are going to place the active electrode. For example, if you take AVR, that is AVR is augmented left right arm, AVL is the augmented left arm, and AVF is the augmented left foot. Okay, so if we see the augmented left arm, right arms, here the right arm is going to act as their active electrode, so you are making direct connection with device. And whereas the other two sides, the left arm and the left leg, you are merging with some resistors and then connecting to the other that is a reference site of machine. Okay, so there, if you take AVL, so AVL is similarly, here the L represent the left arms, then it means that the left arm is going to connect directly to the machine. It's going to act as a active part, and the remaining sides will be get connected to the other side, that is a reference part. And AVF is similarly, the F is nothing but left foot. The left foot is going to act as a active. It's been directly connected to the machine, and other two sides, that is right arm and left arm, is combined together with the help of some resistors and then given back to negative side of the machine. So this is the electrode placement. Okay, this is the electrode placement of unipolar augmented limb electrodes, AVR, AVL and AVF, and the respective ECG waveform. This how it will look. So the respective ECG waveform for AVR, AVL, AVF is given below. You can see the variation in the each pattern. Okay, so in next we will see the unipolar chest electrode. Again here the electrodes, it's whatever we are using, it's going to act as the active electrode, because it is naming is like unipolar. So one active electrode, remaining everything is reference electrode. Since you are focusing all over the chest, mainly focusing on the area of the heart, here it's going to involve more 6 electrodes, that is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V6. Okay, so these electrodes in some case is combined as a single electrode, that is called a chest electrode. In some case you have different set of 6 electrodes, based on band to band, machine to machine, it will get vary. Okay, and the remaining electrode is whatever the other sides we will use for measuring ECG will combine together with some resistance and will act as a reference electrode and given to the machine in reference site. Okay, again this system also and introduced by scientists called Wilson. So the system is called as Wilson system. Okay, so these are the sides. See, this is the chest electrode. Okay, here the one electrode is connected over the chest. It's given directly to the positive side of the machine, and remaining other sides, whatever we are using so far as a measuring site, that are combined together with the help of some large resistance network and then given to the negative side of the machine. Okay, so this is going to be the a position for electrode configuration to measure the ECG in unipolar chest lead system. Okay, now we will see what is the chest electrode position. Okay, chest lead electrode position. Since we are going to use a 6 set of electrodes, again I'm telling the 6 set of electrodes may be used in some case. In other cases, all 6 electrodes will be combined as a one single electrodes can be used in other case. Okay, these are the two different types of usage we can have in case of chest lead electrode position. Now we will see the different 6 electrodes and where these electrodes going to be placed over the chest. Okay, now if you see the V1 is the fourth intercostal space which is placed at the right sternal edge. See, this is the first electrode which is going to the place the fourth intercostal space, that is 1 2 3 4. This is the fourth intercostal space at the right sternum. This is the point, this is the part we call the sternum. So this is the right side, this is the left side. So the left side, for the right side, right edge, right sternal edge, we are going to place the electrode V1 at the fourth rib. Okay, that is the fourth intercostal space, not the rib. The fourth intercostal space we will fix the electrode 1, that is a V1. So next we have V2. So V2 is the again the fourth intercostal space at the left sternal edge. So this is the left side, the left intercostal space we are going to place second electrodes. Now next we are coming to the fourth electrode. Leave the third electrode. Now we will place first fourth electrode, then we will come to the third electrode. In fourth electrode, we will be placing this electrode at fifth intercostal space in the mid clavicular line. So this is going to be the mid this lines is nothing but is a mid clavicular line. There you are going to place the fourth electrode, that is the V4, that is going to be the fifth intercostal space. This 1 2 3 4, and this is going to be the fifth. In between the fifth intercostal space we are going to place the V4. Now we are going to place V3. So V3 is going to place between V2 and V4. So this is the V2, this is the V4 which is already placed. V2 is the fourth intercostal space at the right side, at the left side, and V4 is the fifth intercostal space at the left side, that is the mid clavicular line. In this between V2 and V4 we are going to place V3. Now we completed V1, V2, V3 and V4. Now we are coming into V5. So the V5 we are going to place on left anterior axillary line at same horizontal level as V4. So we are going to place as same horizontal level as V4, that is a V5, that is especially on anterior axillary line. So this part is going to be the anterior axillary line. We are going to place as same as the horizontal line of V4, that is going to be the V5. Next is V6. The V6 is the left mid axillary line at the same horizontal level as V4 and V5. So as a continuation of V4, V5, we are going to place as the same horizontal line, that is a V6, but we are going to place that is next to the V5, that is a mid axillary line. So that is going to be the position for V6. So that's all about the chest lead electrode positions. So this is how we will place the electrodes in order to measure the ECG signals in chest lead electrode configuration. Yes, thank you.